Good morning and welcome to the Bold Outdoors YouTube channel. Today we are at Kelly Flats, which is just outside of Fort Collins, Colorado. And this is the very beginning of the trail here. And several times you'll see broken down Jeeps. Usually a lot of broken U-joints and drive shafts right here for some reason. Right out of the chute. Parking areas is right there. Kelly Flats just opened for the season. So right out of the gate, literally, you have this rock crawling section. And then it levels out a little bit, and then you have Heart Attack Hill, which I have a couple videos on. Of course, Heart Attack Hill gets its name from having an extremely steep angle as you make your way up. And the one part of the hill, you kind of have three routes that you can go. Most people stay to the left. Taking it a little easy here, build up some heat. In the old Turbo RZR engine, 925 cc's of fury. Still running the 32-inch test terabytes. Currently at 16 psi of air pressure because, you know what? It got a pinch flat. That's no good. Still running a tube on the one tire. Originally the pinch flat was on the driver's side front here, and then when I tubed it, I put it on the rear. I'll point this out here. That is referred to as the coronary bypass. That way, you have Heart Attack Hill that way. The bypass is actually very difficult. It isn't technically an easier route. It's just less steep. And later in the day, there's a lot more people on the bypass than on the hill. So you're better off just coming back down Heart Attack Hill than to deal with the bypass and all the traffic. Wow, this is really chewed up. Winter wasn't kind to the old Kelly Flats this season. Alright, so that was Heart Attack Hill. Make sure we're in park. Now, as you saw, as we're making our way up, there's a couple different routes that you can take up the hill, except for this last part here. Last season, they poured some more concrete here to smooth this out. There used to be a really pretty substantial ledge right there, so they smoothed that out to down there. But it's quite a bit of elevation gain in a short amount of distance. Yee. Beautiful day today. All right, let's hit it. And here we are to the chutes. That's the bypass that way. The chutes are this way. Let's see what they look like today. Considering how chewed up Heart Attack Hill was, it'd be interesting to see what this looks like. Got some tracks through here, so someone's come through here. There's a lot of rock down in here. There's the chutes for you. I think it technically gets its name from right here. Oh, body damage. So as you can see, it's easy in a RZR. Now in 2016, it was dug out a lot more, and I wasn't able to do it in the 800 RZR. Last year, 2017, I made it through in the 1000S, and then 2018, made it through in the XP Turbo. But I'll point it out again. It looks like they came through and filled in a lot with the rock right there. Usually that's a lot more dug out. So that's kind of a bummer. That makes it too easy now. I come back with dubs and maybe we can take those rocks out, but I'll leave it for now. But I think it technically gets its name from right here, calling it the chutes. You can see there's scrape marks here and there's scrape marks and paint over there. A lot of body damage occurs through there. So that is the two main obstacles at Kelly Flats: Heart Attack Hill and the chutes. Rest of the Kelly Flats. So labeled here is the Chutes. Not quite the halfway point on Kelly Flats. Staging area, Heart Attack Hill. The Chutes. In the middle here is private property. 20-mile-per-hour speed limit there. And those people want nothing more than to close down the trail, so be mindful of that. Well, there you go. Pretty easy. Goes all the way to Manhattan Road. And you can see 7 Mile down here. Cool, cool. Let's do this. And like I just said, the people that live here want nothing more than to close down this trail. So take it easy. Even at this speed, I'm kicking up a lot of dust, so be mindful of that as well. Not trying to be a trail cop or anything, but I'd like this trail to stay open. It still ticks me off that they put a gate up at Crystal Mountain and they blocked off the access. Now at this point, you could call this Pingree Hill Trail. The majority of people do not refer to this trail as two different trails. Whereas the first part from the station area is Kelly Flats, and then the second part here is Pingree Hill. On some maps you will see it that way. I can't remember if the motor vehicle use map refers to it as that way. Does this? No. So that trail guide there that I got for Christmas, actually, it's kind of neat. Anyway, so that trail guide there doesn't refer to it as two different trails. But on some maps it is. Legally, you cannot take a RZR or an ATV down Manhattan Road to catch up with 7 Mile. Although some do. Either way, you can start out with the staging area right off the Pooter Canyon and Highway 14. Come up Kelly Flats. Come out onto Manhattan Road, go down Manhattan Road to 7 Mile, go up 7 Mile, and you hit up Swamp Creek. So you can make a really good day of off-roading by connecting those three trails. Here's a sign that says Pingree Hill. Seven Mile is closed until about the middle of July. It closes every year from April to July for spring runoff. Part of 7 Mile Trail is the actual 7 Mile Creek. I went ahead and cut apart the muffler and took the catalytic converter out, welded it back together. Sounds the same to me, maybe a little bit lower in tone, like slightly, not extremely noticeable. Wasn't too terribly difficult to get it out. Looks as though winter was fairly nice on this side of the trail. Not too terribly chewed up. Heart Attack Hill is bad. Oh my god. Interesting. I'm not aware of any significant mining on this trail or this area. Unlike Swamp Creek and 7 Mile, which had significant mining. Ta-da! So this is the western parking area and staging. Nowhere near as big as the eastern one, but most people go to the eastern one anyway. 7 Mile is that way down Manhattan Road. According to GPS, it's 11 miles from parking lot to parking lot. Not too bad. So there you go. Kelly Flats and the XP RZR Turbo with Heart Attack Hill and the Chutes. This has been Bullet Outdoors, and if you like what I do, please hit that thumbs up button and hit subscribe, and I'll come back to you with more videos. Until then, peace.